How's it going, everyone? It's Jed. Welcome to the Bitcoin update. Right now in front of me is the Bitcoin chart, and yeah, we're seeing some really some nice price action here. So let me just fix what's going on here before we get into it. Okay, right there. Okay, perfect. So we are on the 4-hour time frame. Actually, let's go to the daily first, just to get the macro picture of things. So here, this is the second point of this uptrend. It held for 4 consecutive days. It moved up to test this daily origin level, right? You have this daily, and then in between you have the smaller time frames that happen, inside of the daily range. But eventually, it broke out of that daily range, and now it's going after the next daily. But just like inside this daily range, there are some 4-hour levels here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go to the 4-hour time frame again. Here's that local downtrend. This was marked on the 2nd of February. There's that local breakout. So, I mean, you can keep evolving it if you want, but there's no point, so we could just delete that now. Um, this 4-hour uptrend, this is a local level. Okay, so you can see that it's going up. Like I mentioned before, we were going to see some sideways price action, also called accumulation on this level. Here you see are the untested levels. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make this dotted now. Okay, and that was the final accumulation before this local move up. So when it does break out of that uptrend, right, it's still under suppression. As you can see, we have this daily origin that stayed as resistance for for a little bit. It eventually broke out, and then retested the same trend line that was acting as support, right? It broke out of it, and obviously this was going to act as resistance. So we can actually just evolve this now, okay? Some hard closes below that, so we're going to extend this there. And as you can see, it's targeting this 4-hour untested level. Very close, guys. It's about from 36.37, so about $100 away from hitting this level. I would still consider this an untested resistance, so I would expect some, 4-hour resistance before it even attempts to retest this daily, right? So I know back in the daily, right, where it's breaking out of this daily origin level, so now it's going to hit the next daily. But like I said, there's going to be local levels, local areas that it's going to have to break through to get to that daily, but ultimately it's going that daily to this next daily. And on that way, there just so happens to be, right, we have this untested 4-hour level. So if we see if we see a pretty hard rejection here, locally speaking, we have this 4-hour level, and then we have this empty space here. Okay, um, we can actually bring back this local downtrend. So move here, move there, and then we can kind of base it off, narrow it down even more as to where we can see Bitcoin going. So if if it stays under suppression, this would be the local area, and here's the accumulation level that it would target, and here's untested. And then the best case scenario, it actually just continues to move up here, find some rejection here, but ultimately you want it to close above this origin level, right? The more hard closes, the better, because there's a higher chance of it retesting that daily origin level at 47.1K. So really not much to update. I know I gave you guys a quick update on the Telegram, and yeah, so far it's going well. So with this into consideration, again, with all the old coins that I mentioned that you start strategizing to get in, you should probably see them moving up as well. So you know, and that's what I mean when I say, it's if I say Bitcoin's, an accumulation, it's really boring, nothing's moving. Guys, that's the time when you start strategizing about when you should enter, percentage wise, when do you want to set a limit at, or have a sell limit, a buy limit, really up to you. As long as you're buying on accumulation on support, you're golden, okay? So kudos to anyone that's been, accumulating up until this point. So hopefully Bitcoin can continue moving up and make its way out of that 47K region here. But as you can see, there's a lot of daily resistances here to break out of. But you know, it's really not that far, guys. So yeah, so Bitcoin, looks good. We'll see how it reacts to these levels as it approaches, higher local higher lows and higher highs. And yeah, I'll see you on the altcoin update. Take care.